Hello. Ah, sorry. Forgive the messy hair. I just want to say a little historical thing that I don't know if I've mentioned before, but when discussing the American Civil War, like the war between the states, it's important to remember that not a single nation on the planet ever acknowledged that Confederacy as anything more than just a big rebellion. It was never actually acknowledged as its own sovereign nation by anybody ever. it was a it was a rebellion of a bunch of different states trying to form their own little rogue nation that failed. It's a failed rebellion, and I have outlived the Confederacy by like almost five. I'm almost 5 times older than like the Confederacy. Like the Confederacy only lasted 4 years. I'm almost 20. So like it was a short-lived, failed rebellion built on the idea of preserving slavery. Go look at the secession documents if you don't believe me. The whole point was to preserve slavery because the rest of the world was already starting to move on from slavery. So America was just trying to catch up to everyone else there because it was an outdated system that most countries were done with. So yeah, um, my point is just that the Confederate States of America never got acknowledged as a real nation, never has been, never will be. So just remember that while discussing like Civil War history. Just remember that the Confederate States were never legitimate and therefore should not be given the respect of a legitimate nation. I mean, even Lincoln called it the so-called Confederacy because that's all it was. It was simply a rogue nation that was never acknowledged as a real nation. It was just a bunch of rebels and traitors who wanted to own slaves. Pretty gross, if you ask me, or anyone really.